A guy wrote in, he said, what's the best thing to invest in? Stocks, business, or real estate? Now listen, you will get the biggest return on investing into yourself. I'm gonna say that again. You will get the biggest return investing into yourself. Now look at this now. Your paycheck that you get either every week, every 2 weeks, or once a month, that is your ticket to freedom. And here's what I mean. We all know not everybody can live off 50% of their income because number one, everything in the economy is too high. And at the same time, you have to live. So, for instance, if all of your bills are $2,000 a month and you make $4,000 a month, then you don't have much to really invest in. You got to get creative. But if all of your bills is $2,000 a month and you're able to make $8,000 a month, now you got something to invest in, because you have to think, like, if you really do everything the right way, and I'm gonna lose a lot of people right here. If you tithe 10%, majority of the time your bills are 50%. Sometimes your bills 70%. It just depends on what kind of financial predicament you put yourself in. But if your bills are 50%, if you tithe 10%, you got 60% gone, you got 40% left. You want to enjoy the money that you work hard for, so you're gonna spend something. So my advice to anybody, now look, you can invest in all three. There's nothing wrong with that. My advice to anybody, you should already have a 401k going on your job. So that's stocks right there. You got a 401k on your job. So you're already invested in that. Go max. Whatever the max is, when you get the company match, invest that on your full-time job, right? Now, you either say real estate or business. You can sit down with the awesome business plan. Create an awesome business plan. Really do some homework, because you can create a business, a side hustle. And look, don't get into the minutia of you don't own a business because you can't walk away from it and it still produce income. Don't listen to that. As long as whatever you create is producing income. So create you a business to where it's producing income. I didn't realize the sun was whooping y'all. Create a business where it can produce you some income. Take the money from the business that's producing income and then buy real estate, if that is the route you want to go. You ask me which three: stocks, business, or real estate. But you will get the biggest return from a business that you create. Because if your full-time job is already paying all of the bills, the business will pop and start making you money. The business will pop and start making you money. So that's what you have to look at. And then you can take the money you're making from your business, aka side hustle, do it the right way, do it legit. Go get LLC, get you an EIN number, get you a Duns and Bradstreet number. Do it the right way. Show that you have an additional income. And then go apply for a loan for real estate. And I know it's a lot more work than how I'm just saying it like it sounds easy. Apply for a loan, get the loan, buy the real estate property, rent the real estate property out, let the real estate property pay for itself, and you just keep rinsing and repeating. You know how to leave your full-time job. So there is no one way. It's the way that you deem fit for you. There is no just one way. So understand that, because what you don't want to happen, I hear it from a lot of guys, and I know you hear it too. People always talk about what they coulda, shoulda, woulda done. There's guys I know been talking about getting the CDL for the past 6 years. Yeah, for the past 6 years, they've been talking about getting the CDL. And the time came and gone, and they still haven't gotten the CDL. When I first heard them talking about a CDL, it was 2022. We're going into 2026. Still haven't gotten the CDL. I'm sure it only takes a year. I'm sure it don't. I also worked with a guy that ended up getting fired because what he was doing, we was working at night and he was taking classes during the day. And the job I was on found out he was doing that. He had a few write-ups that said, we're putting you on probation to where if you're late one time, you're fired. And I remember he had to be late. I remember he was late for work because he had to go out of town to take I think it was a CDL. It was something he had to go out of town and do. He was like, bro, I'm gonna be late when I get back. I said, bro, you're a welder. You can go get a welding job anywhere. You better go take that CDL. So whatever he did, he went out of town, got it taken care of. They got back, they fired him. He had a job driving. You got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in. I tell any man, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't have no extra money, start a side hustle. Flip getting a second job. Start a side hustle. But bro, I don't know what to do. You gotta just think, man. Just think. Like, go on YouTube and just type in side hustles. Just think. Just think, and you can do it. I've told y'all a million times, I am a slow learner. If I can figure out how to make $100,000 with a lawnmower and a string trimmer, I'm sure you can figure it out, man. Just figure it out. Please, just figure it out. Just figure it out. There's no better investment than to invest into yourself. Nobody ain't gonna tell you that now. Nobody's gonna tell you that. Because you have to understand, the system is designed for you to keep punching that clock. The system is designed for you to keep punching that clock. So you have to overcome it. You have to beat it. You got to do whatever you got. If you really want your freedom, and I know this gonna sting when I say this, some slaves had to really be willing to die for their freedom. And some guys was like, man, it ain't even worth it. I'm gonna just stay right here, man. It's just the life that was carved out for me. Some people are willing to die for their freedom. And some people just take what's given to them. I didn't have a choice. I had to fight for it because the job I was on, I just was not making enough money. And my family was growing, and I said, man, if I keep having kids, I will never have enough money to live. I would have to literally work. I would literally have to chase hours. How many hours can I get this week? How many? And that was nonstop. You get to work Monday, bro, we working over? Yeah, we're going to let y'all work 12 hours. And then you work 12 hours Monday through Saturday, which is 72 hours. You take Sunday off for rest. You know you got a $2,000 check coming, but you show up Monday. How many hours we working? And I did that for years, Chase. Hours. I did that from 2008 all the way up to, I want to say, 2021. Hours. How many hours y'all work? You go hiring on the job. How many hours y'all working? We're just working 50 right now. Man, that ain't enough. Now, I don't look at the hours. Like today, I have 3 properties on my schedule for today. A $220 property, a $80 property, and a $65 property. Now, I'm going home. How many hours that is? If I had help in the truck, how many hours that is? See, I ain't got help in the truck. Hey, man, ain't no hours, man. Ain't no hours. I'm trying to get this done and go home. And that is what you have to look at. How valuable is your time? Invest in yourself, man. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. Ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. It's you versus you. You are on your own. Don't you ever forget that. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you, bro. You on your own. And look, if you don't take the risk, if you play it safe, you will work for somebody else who have taken the risk.